Hi Liz. Before we move on to the agenda for today's session, I was wondering if we could recap some of the things that we spoke about last week. You mentioned your mother's illness and how this might encourage the onset of your previous postnatal depression. We also touched on a few things like your relationship with your mother and Sally. You also mentioned that you have a difficult relationship with Con's family. I'm wondering, are you still under the impression that your efforts are being unnoticed or you feel unappreciated by them?
Yeah, basically everything still the same. Same as last week. Yeah.
Okay. What makes you say that?
They just the way they don't talk to me. They just ignore my presence there. It's just just the way they act, really.
Okay. So I'm wondering what goes through your mind when this happens?
What goes through my mind? I just feel uncomfortable, feel a bit nervous, don't feel happy there, feel unappreciated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just feels awkward.
Yeah.
Then arguments with Con come into it, and then there's all that stress there, and it just keeps going.
Okay. Is there a particular reason for thinking that you're actually not valued or unappreciated by them?
It's just the way it comes. They come across, I guess, and just the way they behave.
Okay, I see. So I'm wondering, what are your reasons for believing that this is the case though? Like, what's the evidence for that belief?
I don't know. I suppose they just kind of don't talk to me. They ignore me. At family gatherings, they stare at me.
Okay.
I mean, like, they'll say hello, but that's pretty much it.
Okay. Why do you think that is?
They just don't like me. Just don't like me at all.
Do you have any proof of this?
No.
Okay. So maybe what I'm trying to get out is there another way to look at this scenario?
Yeah. I mean, I suppose there are different ways, but I don't know other ways to look about this situation.
Okay. Have you thought maybe that perhaps this isn't even the case? Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that it isn't. However, perhaps there's another reason for why they may not be engaging or coming across as not liking you. Do you think it might be important to investigate the evidence before forming a response and a way of thinking to these scenarios?
I mean, yeah, if there is other ways, then maybe it's just my perception, and that's something I can work on and I can change, which would be good. But
well, look, I've often found that there are other things happening which a client may not be aware of or that they might miss. You mentioned in the previous session that you wanted to confront Con's mother about this. Would you be comfortable if we did maybe a role play together, and maybe I can be Con's mother and you can say what you like to me?
yeah, that'll be good, I think. I can
Okay.
get things off my chest.
Well, before we continue, I'd like you to rate where you are. So, I don't know. And then I'll just include this other appendix or something. So I'd like to run an exercise for you on where you are at the moment.
Yep.
In this moment of time.
Yep.
So if you could rate maybe on a scale of 1 to 10 where you sit in the following thoughts or emotions before we do our role playing exercise, I think this would be quite helpful for you.
Okay.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, where do you sit in terms of how angry you are with Con's mother?
Probably will be high number, maybe an 8 or a 9. 8.
8, okay. In terms of how anxious you are about the conversation that you're going to be having with Con's mother, what would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah, and an 8 again.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in terms of how stressful this conversation might be for you, where do you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah, I think this would be a 10, yeah, because then Con will hear about it and the whole family will hear about it, so yeah, a 10 if it goes wrong. It could be worse for me.
Okay. I'd like to revisit this a bit later on after we do complete our role-playing exercises.
Yep.
So, how would you like to start?
With the role playing,
Yeah.
I suppose I'll just hi.
Okay.
Hi.
Alright, that's perfectly fine. Okay. Yes, Liz, what is it?
I was wondering if I could talk to you in private about how I've been feeling lately. That's okay.
Look, can we do this another time? I'm actually quite busy.
I don't want to do this.
You don't want to do roleplay?
I don't feel
Alright.
comfortable doing this.
Let's take a break. If I've had colds, I apologise, but I'm actually only going off of what you've told me about Con's mother, and I think this will be helpful for you to reduce your anxiety. Take a deep breath and remember the muscle relaxation and deep breathing exercises that we've worked on during our previous sessions. I want you to take a deep breath when you feel like you're going to get emotional. Shall we continue?
Yes, okay.
Please, go
Okay, so I noticed that you've been treating me, poorly ever since I've started dating Con, to be honest, and I feel it's because you think that I'm not Greek, I'm not good enough for him.
on. Don't be silly, Liz.
Well, how come you never appreciate any of the stuff that I do? I bring food over to their house, you never speak with me when I come over with the family functions. I mean, I try to fit into your family, but it's like you don't want me to be part of your family.
Look, Liz, I had no idea that you even felt like this. It's not that we have anything against you. Please understand that we're just a big traditional Greek family. We like to do things differently. I do appreciate that you cook for us, but I know best how to cook for the family when we gather like this. The men sit away from us anyway, and the girls are always busy with the kids. I'm very sorry that you feel like this. Con hasn't even said anything to me. How about you help me out with the cooking next time?
Okay, yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, that'll be helpful.
Okay.
I feel appreciated. I feel like I can help out.
Okay. Let's fall back.
Yeah.
Tell me about how that felt for you.
Yeah, I felt a bit angry, a bit nervous, but it felt good as well.
Yeah.
Just to say what I wanted to say.
So, can you see how your feelings of anxiety, stress, and anger have dropped?
Yeah. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Okay. And do you think this is because you can now appreciate that an alternative side exists to your thought process?
Yeah, well, show me that. Yeah, not everything I think is going to be the definite outcome.
Yeah, and I
Which
guess
is good.
that's the purpose of the
Yeah,
exercise as
so
well.
so that's at least that's good to know that even though I might be worried about something, it could be completely over
Yeah.
nothing.
I suppose the purpose of this roleplay exercise was to show you that an alternative does exist against what you believe, if there isn't necessarily evidence that this is the case. This process is called reattribution. In this scenario, I wanted to show you that perhaps it's as simple as not having known that you even feel this way. I want you to be more wary of catastrophizing, mental filtering, or overgeneralization, which is some of the distortions that we spoke about previously. As thoughts and beliefs might not necessarily be true, or things might not be as bad as they seem, and it's just a matter of fleshing these things out. So I'm glad that went well for you, but at the same time, I feel like it would mean more if you heard this from Con's mother. Am I right with thinking that?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Then perhaps this is something that you can address before our next session. I don't want you to overplay it in your head though. You might start to feel anxious about it, and that's normal. But you've made so much progress in the last few weeks that I want you to rely on the muscle relaxation and the breathing techniques, both before and during your conversation with Con's mother. Is this something that you feel comfortable with?
Yeah, I think I can use them to help me calm down and yeah.
Do you feel more confident in approaching Con's mother?
Yes, I feel more confident now, yes, but just when I actually get to it, I might feel a bit nervous, but yeah, I feel more confident now than what I did before the session started.
Okay, well that's great to hear. And like I said, please do refer to the muscle relaxation and the breathing exercises that we've learned to just calm ourselves down before a stressful or anxiety-provoking situation. But in the meantime, I do want to set some homework for you for the following week.